Hello, my lovelies. For those who don't know me or have not met me yet in person, I am Chrome Priestess Rita. For those who have just happened on this video and have no idea what you're seeing, we are a school of Grey Witchcraft online. It's completely free. We are called Order of Witches. And this video is exclusively for the 7th term students. I apologize to the 7th term students for the delay in doing this video. And thank you for your patience. Okay, so this video is going to be an extra potion. I'm doing this video off of my phone, and I'm not editing anything, so it's just like if we're talking together in the same room. And so then there will be mistakes, and I will flounder, maybe. I don't even know if that is a word. But bear with me, and then you get your potion. Okay, so this is an extra potion. You do not have to do it. This is the 7th term students, because they're more advanced. Other students are not doing 7th or 8th term. Let me put it that way. This is for them. You don't have to do the potion, but it's good to have. You're not going to be tested on it. But if you do the potion, then please email us and tell us how it went and what you think of it, etc. This is a potion that we have performed before, Order of Witches. We have performed it, but not often, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So what you're going to do is, this potion is a quest potion. So what you're doing is, you're making the potion. It answers a question. It's a sort of divination. If you hear noises outside, it's because the trucks are passing by. I'm in an apartment. Okay, so it's a quest. It's a dream quest. And so when you take the potion, you will ask a question. When you do this, you will take the potion and you will receive the answer in your dream. It works. It's wicked. You have to really know what you're doing. So I would please advise strongly that you follow all instructions and you follow all directions that I'm going to give you to the letter without missing a beat. Do not alter anything I say to you, because it has to be precise. I know you're getting a glare from my glasses, but make believe I have eyes. So that's what you're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to make that potion. You don't necessarily have to make it, like I said. Okay, so before we start that, this potion is being made. The herb that we will be using, or that you will be using, is not really regulated. So it can cause, if abused, it can cause like liver problems. But abuse means that if you do it every day, if you do it every week, we don't do it often. This quest is not supposed to be done often anyway, because it's not for just any question. And I'll explain that in a minute. It's a precise thing. So you don't want to do it anyway regularly. It should not be done regularly. Maybe every 6 months, maybe every year. So you won't have problems at all if you do it that way. Like I said, Order of Witches has done this spell in the past. We have no problems with our kidneys because we don't abuse it. That makes sense? Okay, so then don't use it if you are pregnant or feeding at all. Okay, when you use this potion, it is you take the potion, you go to bed. That's it. So don't operate machinery, don't mess with knives, don't go to the store and cross the street, because it's going to make you extremely drowsy and you're going to be out of it. So it is to take it and go to bed. Okay, so that you can have your quest. It's not you take it and then you go out and do whatever you're going to do. Make sure that you just take it when you are going to go to bed. That is an important thing. That's why I'm repeating it. So take it and go, because it's gonna make you drowsy. So don't operate your car, don't drive your car, don't operate machinery, don't even bother with like cutting a fruit, nothing like that, because you're going to be out of it. Okay, that's that. Another thing about the potion is this, that you don't, like I said, you don't ask it for just anything. It is not a potion. It is not the sort of divination that you do, let's say, with a tarot cards that you can do daily, or anything like that, you know, any other form of divination. This has to be almost like an emergency, or when you have exhausted every possible way to find out the answer, and the question has to be important. That's why you're not going to do it every day. You're not going to cast this, you know, make this potion and cast this spell just to find your shoes, or to find out, you know, menial things. You're going to find out things that are serious to you, that you have already reviewed, you know, like you did research, you did all sorts of divination, nothing has happened. So then now you're going to go for this one. Okay? So it's not to do every time. That's what I'm saying. You don't have, if you don't have anything important to ask it after I give you this, then don't do it, and wait for it, and wait until you do have something, if ever. You might never use the potion, but make sure that you don't use it just to find your shoes. So just as like, oh my God, I wonder who I'm getting married to or something. You can find that out another way. Don't ask it stupid questions. Don't ask it menial questions. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not for that. And then you'll have liver problems because you're doing it for every little thing. If you use it often, you're going to have problems. So you want to use it, if you use it at all, you want to do it every 6 months, or even like a year. Okay? I don't want to scare you, but it's a serious. That's why it's the seventh and eighth terms, because they have gone through all of it. Okay. So the potion, you're going to need an herb, you're going to need honey, and some other things. So going into it, the herb that you're going to be using is the Bloody Butcher. If you don't know what the Bloody Butcher is, if you don't remember what the Bloody Butcher is, then revisit the 5th term where you learned herbs, and there you will find what the Bloody Butcher is. I'm not going to say, because if you don't know what the Bloody Butcher is, then you have not even gone to the 5th term, then, you know, you should not be doing this, right? Because this is advanced. So you need the Bloody Butcher. You also need some honey. You need a small pan like this, a pot, a small pot. Okay. And you're going to need, fill the pot with 2 cups of hot water. Let the water run in the faucet. When it's hot, pour in your 2 cups of water. Okay, and before it starts to boil, you take the Bloody Butcher. You don't want to take too much. So what you do is maybe take a 1 tablespoon. And I mean like a table, not a tablespoon, you know, measure it with a measuring spoon. Not your regular tablespoon that you use to eat or do something. So it's a measuring spoon, 1 tablespoon. Pour that in the water and let it boil. When it starts immediately to boil, start stirring it and ask your question. Concentrate on asking your question. Oh, before that, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I told you I'm going to make mistakes because I'm going to forget. So before that, take the Bloody Butcher and enchant it the way you learned to enchant it, so that you can bring forth its power. So enchant the herb, then do the water, pour it in, and then start, as soon as you see it boiling a bit, start stirring it. And then but as you stir it, then you start saying you ask it the question. For instance, if you have a question of like, you never knew who your father was, And so you're going to find out who it is that is your father. You asked your mother. She doesn't know, or she doesn't want to tell you. You looked at records. You even did tarot. You did all sorts of divination. Nothing. Nobody knows. So then you ask it. So then when you're stirring, it's like, show me through my dreams who my real father is. Show me through my dreams who my real father is. Okay. You do that at least thrice, 3 to 9 times. Okay. Then let it go. Let it boil for another minute or so. And then turn off the fire. A thing about the Bloody Butcher. You want to open up every window that you have in your house. Get the fans going. Get everything, because the Bloody Butcher smells like several unwashed asses. It is the worst smelling potion, not the potion, the herb, the worst smelling herb you will ever work with, or at least one of them. But to me, that has got to be the worst, the worst. So it's gonna, the minute, you see I don't have it with me, right? I have it in my pantry. I'm not gonna take it out because I have a jar full of it, but I'm not going, and I have little envelopes in there filled, prepared. Plastic little bags of the Bloody Butcher in that jar. The second I open up the jar with the herbs in the plastic, it already smells, and it smells the entire, it goes around the entire apartment just by opening up that. So it smells like hell, but don't be afraid, it doesn't taste like hell. That's what the honey is for. So it's going to smell worse than it actually tastes. Trust me, I've done it a couple of times. But it does smell. So have handy like something like some sort of air, spray that's going to get rid of odors. Have that handy, because after you finish everything and you've taken, you prepare the potion, spray that everywhere and keep your windows open so that it won't be worse. I can't emphasize enough that it smells like hell. Okay, that's your Bloody Butcher. You're doing it in the herbs and it's going. If you can't stand the smell, just hold your breath. Once you've taken it off the fire, use a sifter, a colander, and drain the water in a bowl or in another pot. You're going to discard the Bloody Butcher later, but put it in a bag or something before you toss it out, or flush it down the toilet or something. Anything. Take it to a lake. Take it outside and toss it outside. You don't want it in your house, but that's after. So now you have the water, the liquid, the potion. That's the potion. Okay. You're going to take, excuse me. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. A potion bottle about this big. I don't know how many ounces. I think it's 1.4 ounces, I think. It doesn't have to be the amber color. It could be see-through, because what amber does is protects the contents, but you're going to take the potion that night. So do it earlier, and then you're going to refrigerate it, but I'll tell you. So then you pour it in there, but before you pour it in, what you do is take the honey, take some honey, and then just pour it on in the potion, in the liquid. I would say maybe, if you're not just going to pour it in, do maybe half a cup, like this, half a cup of honey, and pour that in, and then mix it all up together. As you're mixing that up together, you think about your dream quest. Think about it. Think about the question when you're doing that. And then you take the bottle, stick it in and fill it. Put your top on it, dry it up, and put it in the refrigerator. Not in the freezer, but in the refrigerator, like below, like at the very, very bottom, and leave it there. at night, what you're going to do is like when you're getting ready to go to bed, and like I said, ready to go to bed. So you're going to do everything, and then you're going to go to bed. Take the potion out. This is another potion. So take the potion out of the refrigerator and drink it. It's not going to taste bad, I promise you. So drink the potion and then go immediately to bed. So turn off your lights, go on the cover, go to bed. When you close your eyes, keep repeating in your mind. Concentrate only and only on your question. Who is my real father? Show him to me in my dream. Who is my real father? Show him to him in my dream. You say that over and over and over again until you fall asleep. That's how you fall asleep. And then you'll dream. You'll get an answer. You'll see a person. It will show you a person. Whether you know that person or not, if you've ever seen that person or not, it's of no consequence. That is who it is. Okay, but don't think about who could it be. Don't have that in your mind. Even if you think that it's your Uncle Bob, don't think, okay, show me in my dreams who my real father is. It's Uncle Bob, it's Uncle Bob. Don't think about anyone. Don't influence it, because if you do that, you're going to dream of the wrong one, and you've done the potion for nothing. So you keep your mind blank, and all you do is concentrate on your question until you fall asleep, not thinking of anybody else. And then I'll show you. Now, a warning, okay? Well, I know you've heard the saying, be careful what you wish for, okay? Make sure that you are mentally and emotionally ready to take this potion, because it will show you. It will tell you, and it will answer the question you asked it. If you're not mentally and emotionally prepared and strong enough to take the answer, don't do it. You have to be honest with yourself. You think of a question and then ask yourself, am I emotionally and mentally prepared for the answer? That's no bullshit, okay? Because some people think that they are prepared, but because they think of something that is not going to be horrifying or whatever. So if you're not prepared for that, if you're not prepared for the question, I just made up a question. But if you're going to ask it something more serious, if you're going to ask it something more in depth, or not that wasn't serious, but you have to be prepared to get that answer. I'm emphasizing that because it could be a mind fuck when you find the answer. You might think that you know it in the back of your head, but it might be something completely different. That's happened to me. I think one thing and I go, I'm going to ask it. I'm not sure. So I'm going to ask it because I'm not sure. I haven't. And then I ask and it's something completely different. I wasn't expecting it. Okay. It will show you. For instance, like if another ridiculous thing. Okay. Let's say you wanted to find out if your spouse is cheating on you. Please don't ask it that. But if your spouse is cheating on you and you tried every manner of thing, nothing happened. So you're going to do this potion and ask, is my spouse cheating on me? Not if, but who is my spouse cheating on me? Because you know that he or she is cheating, but you don't know with whom. So you're going to ask it. And then you're going to get the answer. But you think that because we all think about things, so you might be thinking that it's like your best friend, or it could be, whatever, somebody else. It might show you someone you don't even know. So the person, let's say it's your husband, they'll show you a woman that you've never seen in your life. Okay. So, but that's the one. If you didn't manipulate it with other thoughts, that's the one. However, it might show you that who your husband is cheating with. You think that is your girlfriend or somebody or some floozy down the street or something like that. But then what the dream shows you is your brother. You understand that? Okay. Or your father, you know. I'm saying extremes. Okay, so you're not prepared to see that. So you have to make sure that you are mentally and emotionally prepared. Not that it's not going to affect you in any way if you see that, because you're like, damn. Okay, you're going to go through something, but so you don't lose your freaking mind. And so you understand what I'm saying? You have to be prepared for anything, and you have to be strong enough to take the truth, because this dream quest will tell you the truth. It will show you the truth. It's not going to do a maybe or whatever. It's going to show you. If you ask it for a person, it's going to show you that person. If you ask it for a location, it's going to show you that location. It's going to show you. You're going to dream about it, and that's the only thing you're going to remember the next day when you wake up. You're going to know that's it. That's all the dreaming you're going to have. If you do it properly, that is all the dreaming you're going to have. So going over, you get the Bloody Butcher. Don't have a pre-answer in your mind when you ask the question. Mix the Bloody Butcher in the water. Stir it, and concentrate wholly and completely with nothing else. Stillness. Remember when you study stillness, this is the time. But the 7th and 8th term students, you cast now. You make potions. You cast spells. The 8th students are advanced magic. So you already do that. So you know, if you're in the 7th term, definitely in the 8th term, you should know this. You already know about finding stillness. So before you start doing this potion quest and mixing it and making it, you find stillness. And throughout the whole thing, from the beginning of enchanting the Bloody Butcher all the way until you're done and it's in the refrigerator, you're in stillness. That's important. You must retain stillness. You must retain it. That is very important, okay? So you do that whilst you're making it and everything else. So find your stillness. Don't put pre-thoughts in there. Don't think that nothing, everything, your mind is clear. The only thing that you're concentrating on is the dream. You're concentrating on your question. That's all. That's your job, to concentrate on the question as you're stirring it. You concentrate on the question as you're drinking it. And you concentrate on the question. As soon as you close your eyes to go to sleep, start chanting it. You know, start asking it until you don't remember because you've fallen asleep doing it. Don't take the potion, like I said. If you're pregnant, do not take it. And then when you find out the Bloody Butcher, find out if you have allergies. This is my disclaimer. If you have allergies for the Bloody Butcher, do not do it, of course. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but I'm telling you. If you know that you have allergies for it, don't do the potion, because that's what you have. Mostly, you do not have to enchant the honey. The honey is just there to give the Bloody Butcher flavor so that you don't gag, okay? Oh, don't breathe when you take it. Like, hold your nose, or it's one of those potions. It's one of those potions. You open it, you know, before you open it, hold your breath, drink it, and run some water in it or something. You know, you've discarded wash your pot, do whatever you got to do with that. Just get rid of it, spray some things, and let it flow out, because the smell is so bad. But if you're allergic to it, don't do it. If you're pregnant or feeding, don't do it. If you already have liver problems, don't do it. Don't do it more than every 6 months to a year. I'm telling you that, but if you do it before, I am not responsible. I'm telling you not to do that. This video is proof that I'm telling you not to do that. Okay. Don't drive. Don't operate machinery. I know I've said that before, but I'm telling you again, don't do any of those things. Take the potion, get your asses to sleep. Okay. Like I say, you might not have a cost to do it, but this is your extra. I know you're already, some of you are doing potions already. I know that's the next, I believe that's the next lesson at the beginning of the 7th term. Is potions. But I'm giving you this one as an extra. Put it in your grimoires. If you ever need it, that's great. If you never need it, that's great. You don't have to do it. This is not a homework assignment. Okay, so I'm not telling you to do it. And because if you don't have a reason, like I said, have a good reason to ask it a question. If you don't have a good reason, then just leave it. You know, so that's why I'm telling you it's not a homework assignment. But if you happen to have something going on, then yeah, then, you know, do it. Do it and then let us know, the address. For those who are interested in joining Order of Witches, not the coven, but the students, we offer, all our lessons are free. You do not have to pay for any lessons ever. And all we ask is for students to be serious about their studies. We will, if you're not serious, then forget it. It's an online, but if you're around my area, I will meet with students in person for lessons. I've done it before. Some of you know me. We've met several times in person. Others haven't, because we have students from all over the world. So I am in New Jersey, and of course those students that are in England, let's say, I cannot meet with them because, you know, I don't have that kind of magic. You know, I can't go there. At least I haven't developed anything like that, so I can't go to England, poof, and then come back again. Or people in India, Australia. We have, like I said, California. We have students from everywhere, and of course I can't meet with every student. If you happen to be in the area and you're from those places, I would love to meet you. But if not, you know, we'll just do online. And of course, we're there with you forever. You can ask every question. We're there throughout your studies, and all the students will tell you that we're always there for you. Every question that you ask is answered. We're seriously there for you. It's not an online school where we just give you things and we disappear, because what the hell's to use? I mean, if you're going to do it online and nobody's going to be there, you're just going to get lessons, then you might as well buy a book, because it's the same thing. So we're trying for it not to be like that. We're doing it not to be like that. We are people. We exist. We're witches for witches. We will answer your questions. We will be there. We will meet with you if it's convenient, and we never mind doing it, because we want you to learn the craft the correct way, and that is why we're doing it for free. So that's the video for you. I have not slept. So I hope I didn't make too many mistakes. Again, good luck with your bloody butcher potion, and don't forget the windows, and don't forget the spray, the air freshener, because you're going to need that too. If there are any questions about this potion before you do it, you can, if you're on our Facebook, you can post it there. If you're not on the Facebook, then you can email us. Students know where to email us. So email us there. This is going to be posted also on the Order of Witches Facebook. So if you wanted to go there, if you found, I believe it's going to be on YouTube somewhere as well. So, wherever you find it. But for the students, it's going to be on the Order of Witches Facebook. So if you're looking at this, that's where you got it. Okay. Have a great day. Blessings of the old gods. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.